What's good, Panther Nation? It's your boy Myron McRae, aka Tornado McRae, across the skywars of the internet, here with another episode of Panther Pride TV, your one-stop shop for all your Panther notifications and your Panther obligations. And guys, let's go ahead, get into this docket because it's free agency season essentially, as also it's open season for voluntary workouts as teams are getting ready for their workout season. And the Carolina Panthers have gone on and added a bit of legacy back into the organization, as the Carolina Panthers have now signed Muhsin Muhammad III as an undrafted free agency on the team. And honestly, I think this is a really cool signing. I think this is a great legacy signing. And we all know his father, Muhsin Muhammad, spent 11 seasons with the Panthers. He was a great player in the Carolina Panthers uniform. Like, I have very fond memories. Muhsin Muhammad, obviously, outside of Steve Smith, was my favorite receiver, still is to this day, one of my favorite receivers. And when it comes to being talked about, I honestly don't think he gets enough love. But I love the fact that he's coming in as an undrafted free agent. And when we look at his numbers, honestly, Moose III, he didn't put up a whole lot in his last year. As we see, he put up 10 games, he put up 55 receiving yards, only 6 receptions, 2 touchdowns, 9.2 yards per game. But in his best season at Texas A&M, he did manage to put up 610 yards in 10 games, 38 receptions, 4 touchdowns, and was doing that on 16.2 yards per game. So, honestly, I'm okay with him being signed as an undrafted free agent because, yes, let's be honest. Is there a bit of nepotism that comes into this signing? Absolutely. We're not going to be blind to the obvious. We're not going to sit there and say that. But what I do like is they brought him in as an undrafted free agent. They did not waste a draft pick on him. They didn't push him into the draft just because he is Muhsin Muhammad's son. They brought him in as a free agent, and he's going to have to earn his keep. We all know that undrafted free agents honestly have to work harder to keep a place on the roster, even if it's for the practice squad. So with that, I find this very cool. He gets to come in, gets to earn his keep, and if he earns playing time on the field, nobody can say that he didn't earn it. He wasn't drafted. He didn't have the best numbers in college. So if he earns playing time, it's honestly earned, and nobody can say, oh, his daddy gave it to him. Oh, he only got that because his daddy got him a spot in the team. So I think that's very cool. I love the signing. I think it brings a lot of stuff full circle, and it's just a beautiful moment for their family, and I'm okay with that. And speaking of people coming back home and creating a legacy with the Panthers, another free agent signing that was brought up is we are bringing Clemson legend and Oakland star, Oakland role player, Hunter Renfrow into the Carolina Panthers. That is a phenomenal signing. And what's funny about this is I was genuinely talking to my homeboy Joel about this a month ago. And we were talking about Hunter Renfrow and where was he at in 2024? Because last year he sat out the season as a free agent. And I threw out the idea of, hey, I think it'd be kind of cool if Carolina brought him back. If Carolina brought him back to the league and signed him. Plus, he's from Clemson. He's from Myrtle Beach. I love the signing personally. So I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it, and that's just me. When you look at Hunter's last season in Oakland, though, it wasn't stellar. We're going to be honest. We're going to be transparent about this. In 17 games, 255 yards, 25 catches, 0 touchdowns. Not great numbers, but again, he wasn't horrible. And at his best, let's be honest, his best season 2 years prior to that, in 2021, in 17 games, the man put up 1,038 yards, 103 receptions, 9 touchdowns, and was doing that again on 10.1 yards per game. So, truthfully, Hunter has proven that he can be that guy in the NFL. He can be a 1,000-yard receiver. He can be a 100-catch receiver. He can do all of these things, and I love the signing. But I love it mainly for these two reasons. One, it adds another veteran presence in the locker room alongside Thielen. You want a guy like Hunter Renfrow who's always had that dog mentality, always had that chip on his shoulder, and always had to prove himself, you want that to bleed into the young receiving core. You want other guys to take from him and be like, hey, yo, this is a guy who always was doubted. Everybody didn't think he was good enough to be on the team and continuously showed, hey, I am worthy, I am good enough, I'm more than good enough, and I deserve to belong on this field. So I love that from a mentorship standpoint. Now, on the field, because I will assume he will get a good minute of playing time, I love having Hunter as a slot. He's a good to great slot receiver, and it provides an extra security blanket for Bryce Young. Because when you have a guy like Hunter Renfrow, who you know if you just dunk it down to him in the slot, in the open zone, right there in the flat, he can still make a play. He can get you a first down. He can get your confidence back up as you're trying to get back in rhythm. So in my mind, this was a great signing, and truth be told, I love it. I genuinely love it. I genuinely am okay with it. I'm glad that Hunter is here. He's on a one-year deal, so who knows? He may sign an extension after this season. He may be real good, or it just may be a one-year, one and done to get him back in the league, and he can go get his big payday somewhere else too. If that's the case, hey, I'm still okay with that, because helping him getting back into the league, but also setting the foundation for Carolina, to me, that's a beautiful thing, and I love it. And lastly, guys, we have to talk about this, because with free agents, that means we're going to lose some players. So it's time, I think it's time that we genuinely get ready to say goodbye to some of these guys on the team. And most notably, when I'm looking at it, these are the unrestricted free agents. These are the free agents we still have not re-signed. And a good amount of these guys were practice squad, but the one that sticks out to me the most is obviously Eddie Pinheiro, because for Pinheiro, he's been our kicker for the last 3 seasons. He's been good, but he hasn't been great. And the thing I don't like, since he's been in Carolina, his field goal percentage has dropped each season. His first season, he was putting up 94%. Second season, 86.2%. Third season, 84.6%. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that his field goal percentage has continuously dropped over the years. And granted, as a kicker, I'm not a kicker, but granted, I take kicking twofold, in the sense of, if we're asking the kicker to continuously kick 50-yarders, 48-yarders, like 55 plus, I'm not going to be as mad, because that's really hard. But when you're missing 30, 27, 27, 31 consistently, which is extra point range now, I get frustrated. I honestly get frustrated. That's just me. I'm going to be transparent with y'all. That frustrates me. So, Eddie, if you are not re-signed to the Carolina Panthers, I'm not going to be mad. I'm honestly not going to be mad. If Carolina decides, hey, we're going to go in a different direction with our kicker, we're going to go with a new kicker, cool. You served the team well, but when it came down to it, you were good, not great. And in my mind, kicking, you just genuinely need to be like really good to great. I don't want situations where you're only just good in certain stints, because for me, and I don't know if y'all felt this way, for me, I felt like Eddie was consistent when we didn't need him to be. But in times when we genuinely needed him, that's when his inconsistencies would show up. In times where the pressure was on and we really just needed him, I felt like that's when he would become inconsistent. When the pressure was off, no problems. But when the pressure was on, it's like, hey, yo, we need you. That's when he would start to miss field goals a lot more. So that's just me. Y'all let me know what your thoughts about Eddie Pinheiro, whether he should be re-signed or signed not. Let me know your thoughts about Muhsin Muhammad III being signed as an undrafted free agent. And let me know your thoughts about the Hunter Renfrow signing and everything else in between, guys, because at the end of the day, what do I know? I'm just a skinny brother with 2 tats. Peace. Much love to all of you, Panther Nation. Take care, later days, and as always, keep pounding. I'll see you next time.